Air India board members asked to resign ahead of takeover by Tata Sons. Air India's board members were asked to resign last week, and they are expected to do so at their last meeting next month before Tata Sons are likely to take over the airline in January. 7 board members have been asked to resign. These include 4 functional directors, 2 government nominee directors, chairman and managing director. The last board meeting is expected to be held in the 2nd or 3rd week of December, after which all the 7 directors will resign. This will include the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party's Syed Zafar Islam, the non-official director of the airline. India logs slimmest rise in COVID-19 cases in 543 days despite festivals. India reported 7,579 new coronavirus infections on Tuesday, the smallest rise in 1.5 years, despite huge festival gatherings in recent weeks, thanks to rising vaccinations and antibodies from prior infections. AIMIM chief Owaisi demands repealing of CAA NRC law. Days after Prime Minister Narendra Modi repealed the 3 farm laws, All India Majlis-e-Ittehadul Muslimin AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi demanded that the Citizenship Amendment Act and the National Register of Citizens should be withdrawn as well. He warned that if CAA and NRC are not scrapped, protesters will take to streets and turn it into Shaheen Bagh. Central teams assess rain damage in Tamil Nadu. Puducherry, more rainfall expected. 2 central teams comprising a total of 7 officials inspected several regions of Tamil Nadu to assess the damage caused by the recent torrential rains and flooding in the state. Meanwhile, an inter-ministerial team held discussions with Lieutenant Governor Tamilisai Soundarajan and Chief Minister N. Rangaswamy separately on the damage caused by the rains in Puducherry. The team is expected to visit the Union Territory on Tuesday to see the extent of damage to agricultural and other sectors. Galwan hero Colonel Santosh Babu awarded Mahavir Chakra posthumously. Colonel Santosh Babu, who gave his life for the nation during the brutal skirmish with Chinese troops in Galwan Valley in May last year, was posthumously awarded the Mahavir Chakra, the second highest wartime gallantry medal, on Tuesday. Colonel Santosh Babu was the commanding officer of the 16th Bihar Infantry Battalion of the Indian Army. On the fateful night of June 15th, when Indian and Chinese troops had a violent face-off in Ladakh's Galwan Valley, Colonel Santosh Babu was leading the Indian troops from the front. While trying to negotiate with the Chinese, he was polite but very firm. Later, despite suffering grievous injuries from stones that were pelted by Chinese troops, he refused to leave and instead led his men to handle the situation on the ground. In global news, flaming bus crashes in Bulgaria, kills 45 North Macedonian tourists. At least 45 people, including 12 children, died as a bus carrying mostly North Macedonian tourists crashed in flames on a highway in western Bulgaria hours before daybreak on Tuesday, officials said. 7 people who left from the burning bus were rushed to the hospital in Sofia and were in stable conditions, hospital staff said. Bulgaria's interior minister said 45 people died, making it the most deadly bus accident in the Balkan country's history. A US warship has passed through the dangerous Taiwan Strait yet again. A US warship passed across the tense Taiwan Strait, part of what the US Navy describes as routine operations, but which irritates China, whose government feels Washington is attempting to inflame regional tensions. According to the US Navy, the guided missile destroyer Milius of the Arleigh Burke-class made a regular Taiwan Strait transit in international seas in conformity with international law. In sports, Australia skipper Payne steps down amid sexting scandal. Distraught and in tears, Tim Payne stepped down as captain of Australia's Test cricket team on Friday after revelations that he had been investigated and cleared over sexually explicit text messages sent to a female colleague 4 years ago. ICC confident all teams will travel to Pakistan for 2025 Champions Trophy. India's participation in the 2025 Champions Trophy in Pakistan is a challenging issue for the International Cricket Council, but the world governing body said it is confident all teams will travel to the country for the tournament. In entertainment, Veer Das says it was an honour to represent India after missing out on International Emmys 2021. Veer Das might have missed out on winning at the 49th edition of the International Emmy Awards, but the comedian felt honoured to have represented India. Veer Das's Netflix comedy special, Veer Das for India, lost the Best Comedy Award to France's Call My Agent Season 4 at International Emmys 2021. The Matrix Resurrections will have a theatrical release on December 22nd. However, before that, the original film, The Matrix, which released in 1999, is set to be re-released in theatres.